of Israel, weep for joy. I brought you out of the nations.
Good evening, everyone, and shalom and welcome. We have a special presentation for you guys tonight. We have with us from College Station, Eliyahu ben David and his wife Dawn from Zion Ministries, and their program airs Saturday mornings at 10 here on the radio station, and also on Sunday afternoons. And we're very thankful that they've made the trip up here, and he's got some books on the table back there. Is that correct? Got some books on the table this evening. So let me welcome, and if you would, with me, welcome Eliyahu ben David. Thank you.
Well, friends, it's really great to be here with you folks up here. And Dawn and I are just really so excited to be here because of the story of incredible faith, really, that led to KDSH-FM. And we know that you are all a part of the story up here. And we're really excited about what has happened with your station and how Yahweh is using you to get out an important, timely message to people not only here in Borger, but literally around the world. Really something. Before I get started, though, on my presentation tonight, there's just a couple of things that I wanted to say, because, you know, sometimes I get a little worked up when I talk about these things, and then I might forget. So I'm going to tell you all now a couple of things that I wanted to say. First of all, I just really want to thank Troy and Debbie for being so kind and hospitable to Dawn and I, and the time we spent together has just blessed us so much, and meeting all of you, and we thank you all so much for having us here, and we're just blessed by that. And also, I know that not only here, but the people that are watching this video will all want to see my lovely wife, Dawn, truly the better half. So come on up, Dawn, and just say hi to everybody. And Dawn is really a part of everything that we do together in our ministry, and so I just wouldn't feel right unless we included her in the presentation. So thank you, Dawn. I'm going to show you some of the things that Dawn has helped me with. This is the first book that we did together. I wrote the book. I did the artwork, and Dawn did all the layout of the book and did everything involved in publishing the book. And the book is available at Amazon.com, all the different stores. That's all because of the work that Dawn has done. So I just really appreciate what she has done. And this is, if people, after hearing this presentation, want more from us, this is one source of information from us. This is our latest book, and this is about the book of Revelation. It's the first book in what we envision as a 7-book series on the book of Revelation. And this is Revelation as people never heard of Revelation before. There's a lot of really new revelation on Revelation in this book. And, of course, Dawn was instrumental in the publishing of the book, and it's really beautiful how she put it together. It has illustrations, and this book is really about right now. It's talking about what is going on right now. Something else we have here, we produced a series of 30 programs on the book of Revelation, 30 hours of programming. So we have that on CD. That's what this is right here. 30 hours of programming. And this book kind of goes along with that, covers a lot of the same material, but there's some material on the CDs that's not in the book. There's some things in the book that aren't in the CDs. So that's what we've got there. And then the last thing is that these programs inspired some of our listeners to produce a music album called Zion Bound, and we have these available too. Most of you here would know that I have a weekly radio program, as Troy mentioned, and we too have listeners around the world, partly due to this station and other stations that we're on. And people everywhere are becoming aware that something has changed, that there is a spiritual change that has taken place. They don't all understand what it's about. They don't all know why. But so many people today are feeling the fact that there has been a spiritual change. What I thought I would do in my presentation tonight is talk about the big picture. You know, in all these radio programs we've done, in our book, we have all the details basically supporting the things I'm going to talk about tonight. We have all the scriptures, we have all the documentation and so on. But what I want to do is just kind of pick out some of the highlights and talk about the big picture of what it is that we are seeing that Yahweh is doing today, what it's really all about. And you can see, as I'm talking about this, where you fit into that. You know what He's doing in your life. And one other thing I want to say is just for the benefit of KDSH. You know, they don't know exactly everything we teach. We don't really know everything they teach. What they know is Yahweh is working with us, and we know that Yahweh is working with them. So there may be a few little details that are a little bit different, and so it's just I want to take responsibility for those, if that's true. It just so that nothing that I say that you might consider negative or whatever falls on Troy. You could just be mad at me. People are asking us a lot, well, what do you believe? Now, we have 200 hours of what we believe, on video and on sound files, on CDs. But what people want is they want to have kind of a brief idea of what we believe. A lot of people ask us, for instance, for a statement of faith. Well, I have a personal feeling about that. This is just me, okay? But this is how it makes me feel. That my Elohim, my God, is so big, and He has given me this definition of who He is. And I would feel as if I was insulting Him to try and put Him in a little list of beliefs, a tick list on my website. So I just really can't bring myself to do that. However, I understand the need that people have to understand what we believe, because not everybody has all that time to listen to all of our programs. So I think tonight I'm just going to talk about sort of the big picture so that not just the folks here, but also more so the other folks that might hear this on the radio, might see the video, and so on, will be able to understand this as sort of a cohesive whole, and then they can come back to the ministry to fill in the pieces. We've gone through incredible changes. Probably a lot of you have. Most of us probably come out of some Christian religion, and we had a certain mindset. And then what happened is we started getting cracks in that mindset. And It's almost like a little chicken coming out of an egg, you know. And then we break free out of the egg, and we're in a whole new world. And this is what has happened to us. It's what has happened to a lot of the folks that listen to our radio program. And people are in various different places figuring out what that means in their own life, you know, of how they really fit into that and what is happening. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this from the standpoint of the kingdom of Elohim, the kingdom of our Creator. And you see, there was a time